What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. New video. So I was kicking back and scrolling through YouTube. I was thinking about taking the day off today, but no, here I am. And as I was scrolling through YouTube, though, I saw yet another video of Poetic Flaco. Poetic Flaco has a gift. He has the algorithm in his favor, and he's killing it. Got to keep it real. The thing about Poetic Flaco is he's the kind of guy that there's no way he's going to allow the truth to get in the way of making a video. And you can see that by how many of his videos are talking about a gang war starting, no jumper starting a gang war, the gang war starting, this guy's through, it's over, it's over for that guy, it's over for that guy, it's over. And so when I saw yet again another video about this video or this interview is gonna get this guy his life taken, right? I was like, the drama. And I was scrolling. I scrolled right past it, like I don't want it, right? I happened to see some smaller channels, LA channels, Bloods and Crips, talking about the situation that may be brewing. So apparently something's brewing, right? Or there's a lot of people that are seeing an opportunity for something to brew into something else. The bad thing is we're headed into summer right now, right? And as most dudes in the streets know, things tend to get a little bit hotter in the summertime, literally, right? In them streets. So I listened to a few minutes of these other podcasts. And it's all stemming from the guy, the brand new J-Cat on the block, super clout chaser, King Peel. King Peel. I remember seeing this dude when he popped up on No Jumper, right? I don't remember how long ago it was, but I saw him, and the dude, I think he was barefoot and he had baby oil, and I was like, oh no. I literally watched probably 2 or 3 minutes of it, and I said, no way. I'm out. It was just like another brick in the wall. Shout out to Pink Floyd. Another brick in that wall. It's like No Jumper is complete trash. Like, how do you give that dude a platform? Well, if you watch the Poetic Flaco video, you need to. I'm encouraging people, go over there and check out the Poetic Flaco videos on his channel and watch all the shit he slings on No Jumper. I mean, I think he at this point could give a damn about working there, and Adam knows if he loses Poetic Flaco, he loses probably his best employee, right? But if you check out Poetic Flaco's video on this, I mean, Poetic Flaco is so petty, though, that he won't even give the guy, like, the respect to call him by his name. He calls him Tylenol, Little Tylenol. His name is King Peel, like, but Poetic Flaco hates him so much that he calls him Little Tylenol. Why the hate? Flaco? Why the hate? But he brings up a good point. He actually, in his video, shows the interaction between Adam 16 and King Pill. He shows Adam 16 in New York with King Pill setting up this fight against 4Extra. I've already made videos on how I feel about Adam 22 not wanting to fight that guy from Chicago that pulled up to his spot and interviewed with him, being too pussy to fight that guy in his face that called him out, and he said, no, I'm not a Neanderthal, I'm not a caveman, I'm not going to fight somebody, I'm not a professional fighter. And yet he's always trying to get black men to fight other black men that are not Neanderthals, they are not cavemen, and they're not professional fighters. When you see the interaction between Adam 16 and 4Extra was checking him. He's like, I'm trying to get a bag. Like, you want me to go and fight people, and I'm supposed to be fighting a celebrity, and you bring this. He called him a basehead. He called him a smoker. And Adam was like, well, that's just more reason. If you think he's a smoker and you think he's a fake gang member, that's just more reason for you to fight him. You could expose him. I brought him on my platform because I knew it was good views. That's all it is. Adam is the same person that said every single conversation he is in, he's asking himself, is this content? Is this, he's not I personally think he's a psychopath. I think if we had, and I'm not, allegedly he's a psychopath. Let me make sure, because this fool. But I think if we went down the list and there was a psychiatrist that could evaluate his personality traits, I think it would, I think he would be closer to a psychopath than me. And I've done time for murder. So, Adam 22 or Adam 16, I apologize to anybody. It's not 20. They were not 20. So, according to the little Yachty guy or whatever his name is, I don't even know the fucking name. Anyways, but now we have video of Bloods allegedly, or Pirus, excuse me, some Pirus, some Compton Pirus, allegedly hanging out in the 40s neighborhood, in a Crip hood. Now, obviously, I'm not a Crip or a Piru, but I've done a lot of time with Crips and Pirus. I remember how deadly the war was between those two, between Crips, Bloods, Pirus, in those communities. And I don't think anyone wants to see those communities locked in that type of warfare again. But instead of anyone looking at the source, the person who thought this is great content, we could just interview him and you can fight him, and instead of people looking at that, you have Crips looking at the Pirus a certain way now, or some of the Crips looking at some of the Pirus, and some of the Pirus looking at some of the Crips in a different way. And it's a very, very unfortunate thing. Extremely. Instead of Poetic Flacco pointing out, I mean, Poetic Flacco, you shit on Adam every opportunity you get. You shit on No Jumper every opportunity you get. This was an opportunity for Poetic Flacco to say enough is enough. Why is Adam trying to start complete destruction in the black community in LA? Why is that always like part of the agenda? I've said for years my opinion on why. I think there are some powers that be that don't like when they see the peace walks. They don't like when they see pictures of Nipsey Hussle, a well-known, a worldwide known Crip, all flamed up wearing red. They don't like seeing Bloods wearing blue, Pyrus wearing blue. No. They want to see drug sales, assaults with deadly weapons, shootouts, shootings, people being left dead in the street. There's certain people, that's what they want to see. And the occurrence of that is so low now compared to what it used to be in Southern California that I think some people don't like it. You know, a lot of lifers have gotten out of prison, thousands, and not returned. If something could just set the spark to a flame, and those that do the unalivings can just get incarcerated, be held for a good 20 years minimum, man, at $100,000 per year per body in the California Department of Corrections, it's very lucrative. A lot of people can only see what's in front of them. They don't have enough life experience or common sense to look at the bigger picture. No Jumper has, it's giving everybody an opportunity to speak, right? And a lot of people say that. These dudes go and they know exactly what Adam's going to do. So how can you blame Adam? Well, you can blame Adam because he knows what he's doing. You know what he's doing. And it's up to the hoods to let their homies know, hey, that place is a no-go, man. All it does is create problems for people. So now, I'm pretty sure just because King Peel is he's the new C-Mac. Times 1,000. You know, C-Mac, it's obvious, C-Mac really did have some issues. So when C-Mac does what he does, you also see C-Mac would feed the homeless. And he's been calling from prison and saying, I can't wait to get back out there and feed the homeless and do this and do that. And that's endearing, right? You got somebody like King Peel, who, like I said, I saw him for a couple minutes and he was barefoot with baby oil and he's disrespecting people. He's just trying to get on, and it's all in the wrong way, man. He's talking about 4Extra's wife. He's talking about he beat up one of 4Extra's family members. I'm glad that 4Extra saw it for what it was. It's like, man, that fool ain't getting no fucking fight out of me. Not for money. He said he ain't putting no money in that fool's pocket. Anyways, go check out Poetic Flacco's video, man, and let me know what you think. I think Flacco fumbled the ball. I think he could have used this incident as a stepping stone to be really big. That's my video for today, man. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Everybody, please be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them, man. I'm out of here.